Hey, good afternoon, everybody. John here with Damn Straight Media and another episode of Damn Straight Media Live. I hope you guys are doing well. Got a great show for you today. We are going to do all things AOC today. Everything is AOC. She's had some pretty controversial stuff going on here as of late. We're going to discuss all of it. One of the things that's actually come up. Apparently, she has split up with her longtime fiance. What the hell's the guy's name? Riley Roberts. Apparently, they have broken up. Word has gotten out that they broke out on the Gateway Pundit. I saw it today. AOC splits with longtime fiance. Socialist Squad member freezes eggs. Years of spouse perks without a wedding. Now, you guys remember back in 2021 when she went to the Met Gala with her squeeze there, Riley Roberts, and claimed that they were married, that he was her spouse. Well, that got him a $35,000 ticket to the Met Gala. A free $35,000 ticket because she claimed that he was her spouse, which was a flat-out lie. They've never been married. They are now broken up. It says here, Alexandria AOC, the radical socialist from New York's 14th district and face of the squad, is quietly split from her longtime fiance, Riley Roberts, according to multiple reports. TMZ reported the breakup Tuesday, citing Puck's chief Washington correspondent, Leanne Caldwell, who first learned from a Democrat source about 18 months ago that the engagement was over. So apparently they have kept this hush-hush. This has been over with for roughly a year and a half. And yet nothing has come out until now. Here they are right here. Here's a picture of them. I remember seeing him the very first time. He didn't look anything. He looks a little more filled out in this photograph. Maybe that's why she dumped him. Maybe he gained too much weight. And if you look at him really closely, he kind of looks like a drinker, doesn't he? I mean, doesn't he have that kind of that red glow of a drinker? Maybe he was a drinker. I don't know, but that's them. AOC obviously on the left, and Riley Roberts on the right. The carrot top there. That is red, isn't it? I see. He's not blonde. That's a red. He's a redhead. He's a carrot top. Yeah, it's no wonder. Yeah, he's probably a drunk, and she dumped his ass 18 months ago. Apparently, again, none of this had come out. Multiple Capitol Hill sources told TMZ the pair have not been seen together publicly in ages. Their last known public photograph together was at the Met Gala. So this could have been over with back in 2021. Who the hell knows? She's just so secretive. You talk about non-transparency, the Democrat Party. There you go. The same event where AOC wore the infamous tax the rich dress, where she claimed Roberts as her spouse to score him a free ticket. Isn't that crazy? Just days earlier, the 36-year-old Bronx Queen Democrat publicly announced she was freezing her eggs, filming herself injecting fertility drugs, and declaring that she wanted to feel more in control of my life. Injecting fertility drugs. How does that make one feel more in control of their life? How does that work? Injecting fertility drugs. I want to feel more in control of my life, so I'm going to inject fertility drugs. How does I just don't get it. And apparently, a reporter asked if her fiance, this Riley Roberts, was supportive of her decision to start injecting fertility drugs. All of my loved ones have been very supportive. That is she kind of poo-pooed the whole Riley Roberts question and said everybody in her circle of influence. Everybody who loves her, even the guys who want to date her, have been very supportive. Here I have some photographs. I know you may have seen the videos, but here she is getting ready to inject herself with some hormones, fertility hormones, or whatever the hell they are. I don't know. I have no idea what they are. I don't know. Here's another one. She's injecting herself. And folks, why do this on air? Why? Why do this on air? I don't get it. Well, I shouldn't say I don't get it. I do get it. There's another one too. She's got another syringe there. She's injecting into the fat on her belly. Now I did notice that too. I don't know if you guys recall. It was not too long ago. I did a podcast on AOC, and it was back when she was doing the whole anti-oligarch tour with Bernie Sanders, the anti-oligarchs. Remember how he said it, the oligarchs. And I noticed that when she was standing behind the podium, she looked a little bigger than the podium. She was gaining weight. So obviously, this new job as a congresswoman has been feeding her quite well. I mean, if you look at that picture again, and she's pinching her fat. Look at that. I mean, there's a good inch and a half there of blubber. Yeah, and if you look at her face, she's filled out quite a bit. I mean, if I put it to you this way, let's look at this one. This is 2021. Look at you can see her jawline and everything, and now you look at her now, and she has. Yeah, I mean the cheeks. She's right here. I mean she's looking like she's a little fuller there. You know what I mean? And not just the chubby belly, but the chubby cheeks. I mean she doesn't have the jawline like she did in 2021. My question is this to Riley Roberts: did you? You better be careful, man. Does she have your sperm frozen somewhere? Because she said she's doing this because she wants to freeze her eggs. I don't know why somebody would want to do that. And I brought up a couple of minutes ago, why do this on air? Especially News Washington. She's doing it in a newsroom. It looks like some table in the newsroom. Why? Why? Obviously, we all know why. It's a publicity stunt. She's looking for people to look at. She wants people to look at her. Oh, look at me! I'm shooting myself with. I mean, folks, this is really kind of fucked up. This is something like this is a private matter. It really is. But my question is: is Riley Roberts aware that she kept his sperm? I'm wondering if he ever gave her a sample of his sperm. Does he realize that he may, in fact, wind up becoming a father without his knowledge? And at that point, he would wind up having to pay a lot of child support, obviously. I shouldn't say that, depending on what he does for a living. What does he do for a living? Is he like a political consultant or something? I have no idea what Riley Roberts did other than work with her. I have no idea. Again, the question remains, does she have Riley Roberts' sperm? And another really big question, who is paying for all of this? Who is this coming out of her pocket? Because I can tell you right now, stuff like this is not cheap. This is not cheap, and 9 times out of 10, it is not covered by any kind of insurance. Unless, of course, there's some kind of medical issue that she may have. But I'd like to know who's paying the tab on this. Is it the American taxpayer? Am I paying for this? Are you and I all paying for this? What's the story here? she actually had a video. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Hold on. I don't know if this is the one. Let's give a listen here. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted. She does one other one where she here it is, right here. Here it is. Listen. She tells everybody, don't think this is weird.
Don't be weird about this.
Don't be weird about this.
No, I know all of you will be. All right, everyone. Deco and I, day one of freezing my eggs. I'm diving into the process, and now I've got, let's see, all of this medicine here.
She's got it all laid out on a table.
This first, but I got a pro tip from a friend because this injection kind of stings. It kind of burns a little bit. So a friend of mine told me that if you make the first injection first and let it sit while you're doing everything else, maybe it burns a little less. I don't know. But obviously I'm not doing this on live right now. Could you imagine? I didn't want to distract myself too much by being on live because I'm injecting myself with things. Maybe later. Maybe if I become a pro at this, I'll do that.
So this one is not live, it's edited.
Maybe I should start an ASMR egg freezing channel. I think they banned those on YouTube.
Folks, again, who's paying for this, and is this what we paid this woman for? What is she doing? Why is she doing this in front of the entire fucking country? Who gives a shit? Nobody cares. It's a personal matter. I mean, it's obvious she wants the publicity from it. She's a publicity whore. Tax the rich, all that shit. She is the ultimate publicity whore, this woman. But I want to know who the hell is paying for this. Because if the American taxpayer is paying for this is a lot of money. This is not cheap stuff here. Let's see what else she has to say.
So this is a powder. So I'm basically dissolving this powder. And I prepare this. All right.
Boy, she has gotten big. I'm gonna tell you right now, she has really, really filled out. She's gotten very, very big. I mean, I'm looking at her right now doing this, and she has got a set of hips on her that are massive. So she's definitely eating quite well in her position. So obviously the money is coming in, but I still want to know who is paying for these procedures, all of these drugs and the egg freezing. Who's paying it? Is it the American taxpayer that's paying it, or is she paying for it out of pocket? Is it insurance? Is it partly insurance, partly taxpayer, partly her? I mean, what's the breakdown on it? And why not ask the question? You might be saying, well, it's none of your business, John. Well, she's making it everybody's fucking business. She doesn't want anybody asking questions like that, especially when she went out of her way to lie to everybody about who her spouse was to get a $35,000 ticket for the Met Gala back in 2021. She wasn't married, so he wasn't entitled to it. Folks, these new Congress people, these congresswomen, congressmen, all of these youngsters, all of these little socialists, you're not entitled, but they are. They are. Now, I also know that she has been busted for fraud within Congress before, having spent taxpayer money on travel and stuff like that. It's all come out. So, again, I'm going to pose the question, who is paying for all this? And don't tell me to shut up, because if you're going to put this out here and show everybody what you're doing, and you're going to start, and you're looking for this kind of publicity, I want to know who's paying the tab because I'm paying for her salary. Instead of doing her job in Congress, what is she doing? She's injecting herself with fucking drugs and shit like that and freezing her eggs. I don't care about that. What are you doing for policy, honey? What are you doing for the American people? Because this isn't for the American people here. This freezing of the eggs and the hormones and all that shit. Fucking entitled little asshole. Anyway, onward, we have another piece. This actually was an interview that she did. Hang on one second. Let me find it. I gotta find it here. Oh, here we go, right here. This was a wonder. I shouldn't say wonderful, but she's turning into the ultimate politician here. Jonathan Karl from ABC News interviewed her and asked her about the DSA, Democratic Socialists of America, and he talks about basically the platform of the Democratic Socialists of America. I should say the platforms, the many different policies that they want to change, and she has this word salad answer, which she always does. But let's listen to the interview.
I was looking through the DSA program, and this is the national program. I'm sure you've seen the document. It was adopted just a few months ago. But some of the positions here: defund the Department of Defense, close overseas military bases, abolish the police and prison system, grant amnesty to all immigrants in the U.S., replace the Supreme Court and executive judiciary with a chosen by lower to Congress, abolish the Senate, public ownership of corporations and essential industries. I mean, those are some positions that you're going to be hearing a lot about this fall from Republicans.
And I think we're also going to be hearing a lot about Donald Trump's commitment to getting us into a reckless war in Iran, his collaboration with big companies to make sure that everything from groceries to rent stay sky high. And I think that people are less interested in these academic debates, and they're more interested in how we're going to bring their bills down and make sure that they can afford to.
What she was saying there at the very end, make sure that they can afford to pay for health care. Academic debate. I mean, what? An academic debate is a debate that's normally done on a college campus. That's an academic. I don't even know why. What do you mean academic debate? The stuff that the DSA is coming out with, defund the Department of Defense, close overseas military bases, abolish the police and the prison system, grant amnesty to all immigrants in the U.S. These are not academic debates, whatever the hell that means, because this isn't an academic debate. These people aren't in college. You fucking idiot. Academic debate. This is what I'm talking about, folks. Word salad. She wants everybody to believe that she's the smartest person in the fucking room. And if nobody wants to, if nobody's interested in these academic debates, then why would they be interested in Trump? All because you want to make sure they remain interested in Trump and all the shit that he's doing, or what you insinuate that he's doing, like the reckless war in Iran, and working with large corporations to make sure that grocery bills and rent stay sky high. I mean, do you have some evidence of that, AOC? I mean, do you have some information you want to share with everybody on that? Is there something? Do you have inside information? Like because I do know that he actually spoke with grocery chains, and they are bringing prices down right now. As a matter of fact, inflation is falling. It has been on a regular basis. So this whole idea that Trump is working with large corporations to make sure that prices stay high, that's price fixing. Now what you're insinuating here, what you're accusing the president of, along with these large corporations, is price fixing, which is illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal when corporations come together to price fix. Now you're accusing the president, the Trump administration, of working directly with large corporations to price fix and make sure that costs stay high. Do you have some evidence that you want to share with everybody, or is it just bullshit? Not only that, but if you think about this, the entire question that was asked by Jonathan Karl was just kind of poo-pooed and pushed off to the side. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Trump. We're going to talk about large corporations. We're going to accuse the Trump administration of price fixing. We don't want to talk about all of the things that Jonathan Karl just brought up. Defunding the Department of Defense, close overseas military bases, abolish the police, the prison system, grant amnesty to immigrants in the U.S., replace the Supreme Court. I mean, these are not academic debates, whatever the hell that means. The stuff that the DSA is talking about is life-altering shit. It's all life-altering shit for everyone in this country. For everyone. It would turn this country into something we have never seen before, which is the goal of the DSA and socialists like her. She's a communist. She's a communist. Bernie's a communist. They're as thick as thieves, you know. All of it is life-altering. All of it. And the general public does want to have the debate about it. They do want to have this, whatever, academic debate. God, she's such an idiot. I can't stand that woman. I swear to God. I actually enjoy doing these podcasts about her, too, because she's just so unbelievably fucking stupid. And I brought this up before. When you see her in an interview, I have seen her so many times where she will be dressed to the nines in an interview. She'll be on a stage somewhere, and she's kind of leaning back, and she's almost posing for the camera when she starts in her word salad bullshit. It's just, she wants everyone to believe that she's the smartest person there. She wants her to believe. She's trying to make herself believe that she's the smartest person in the fucking room. So, anyway, the next question that was posed, this was Hassan Piker. Let me find it. Hang on, just a frickin' minute. Here we go. She was asked by Jonathan Karl about Hassan Piker. She's been on his podcast many times. This guy, I'm going to do a show on Friday about Hassan Piker because he is an influencer. Folks, this guy is beyond evil. He is fucked in the head. And she was asked during this interview by John Karl about Hassan Piker claiming that the United States deserved 9/11. I mean, folks, when we do this show on Friday, I'm going to share some video with you that is highly controversial of Hassan Piker. This guy is fucking sick. He is a very, very sick man. But I want you to listen to this word salad response about the question, Hassan Piker, 9/11. He claiming that we deserved 9/11. But let's listen to it.
Another person who's been made an issue is Hassan Piker, who obviously endorsed Abdul Sayed in Michigan. You've been on his live stream, at least a few times. He's somebody who said, that America deserved 9/11. Now he backed off from that.
Yes, he's apologized.
But he said a lot of controversial things. Is he somebody that should have a role in the progressive movement going forward?
I think when we look at our elections that have happened, we have lost young people. Much hay was made about the fact that we lost young men in the last election. And many of the same consultants that are wringing their hands today were the same ones talking about how we need to go on Joe Rogan and we need to be not so, willing to engage in cancel culture. And I think that the flip-flopping on this is a tactical debate that they may be having. I think the fact of the matter is that Democrats can go on Joe Rogan, Democrats can go on Fox News, Democrats have a responsibility to build a winning coalition, and young people are engaging in mediums and conversations that we have a responsibility to attend to and be responsive to. And even right now, when we look at this insurgent wave of what is happening, oftentimes when people are doing that Monday morning quarterbacking and what demographics voted where, the big one that's being ignored is the generational tidal wave.
I mean, you see it in the polling. It is significant.
Millennials are not, punk kids anymore.
Yeah.
We're grown adults with mortgages and kids, and that generation is starting to be decisive at the polls, and there is anger at being ignored, sidelined, having our economic futures mortgaged by the generations that came before us on everything from the economy to climate, and we're taking the reins.
So
Totally got away from the question. The question was about Hassan Piker. Does he deserve a role in the progressive movement? I call it the communist movement. Does he deserve a role in the communist movement? And she went off the fucking rails. The word salad. That was a picture of him that I put up there too. That's Hassan Piker. Folks, this guy is fucking evil. I mean, downright goddamn evil. He really is. He's an influencer. Democrats, socialists, communists have been on his show before. He has called for the murder of landlords and stuff. I believe there's a video of him. Somebody complained about landlords out in Berkeley. And he said, yeah, kill all the motherfuckers is what he said. Kill them all. Something to the effect of let their blood run in the streets of Berkeley or whatever. But we're gonna talk about that on Friday. But you can see, folks, this woman, AOC, she has obvious aspirations for higher office, moving on from Congress where she is now. It's being speculated she's going to try to run during the primaries for the Democratic ticket in 2028. James Carville said, yeah, it'll never happen. Who knows? Folks, the American electorate is very fickle. This broad could very well win it. Who knows? Honestly. I think more than likely she's probably going to run against Chuck Schumer for the Senate. I think Chuck, the old guard, he's on his way out. I talked about this the other day, 2 days ago in the podcast, about the Democratic Party. Mike Rowe had come out with a post on X claiming that the DSA was new and this ideology is new and the Democrats should step up to the plate and speak out against it, but they're not going to because the policies are all the same. You look at the years upon years of policy in the Democrat Party, even the old guard had a lot of the same policies that this new DSA does, especially over the course of the last 10 years. They've wanted to abolish the police. They've wanted to abolish ICE. They've wanted to abolish the FBI. They want to pack the Supreme Court or abolish it, whatever. Get rid of the Senate. I mean, none of it is different, really. None of it is different. But AOC, I think she has a much better chance of beating a Chuck Schumer than she does of ever winning the White House. But who knows? I'm not going to speculate. Like I said, the American electorate has become so fickle. There's no fucking telling what could happen. Somebody as dumb as AOC could potentially win the White House. And I'll tell you what, we'd all be screwed then. We really would. Again, folks, coming up on Friday, Hassan Piker. We're going to do a show on him. We're going to listen to some video and some of the controversial stuff that he has said over the course of time. He's become a real influencer for the Communist Party, the Democratic Socialists of America. This guy is just so fucking evil. He really is. unbelievably evil. Here he is again. There's a photograph of him. This guy is one sick, twisted fuck. He really is. So, anyway, folks, thank you for being out here. I appreciate it very much. We will see you on Friday at noon from Damn Straight Media Live. And we'll catch you then. Have a good one.